Shifting gears now, and social media is playing a huge role amid this ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, both in work and daily life. The Lyka application is helping its users earn through doing what they enjoy, posting content. But as with any social media platform, there are also concerns over data privacy. Let's hear more now from Lyka CEO Ryan Baird, joining us in his first local television interview, live from Silicon Valley in California. Ryan, thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Ryan, who is a target market of Lyka?
So we're really trying to target everyone who enjoys social media. And we want them to now take back their data ownership. A lot of other social media apps, people spend a lot of time and effort to make their content really, really nice, but they don't actually get to monetize that content, and that's how we're very different from other platforms.
Basically monetizing content, but you also have other competitors such as YouTube where you can also monetize your content. And of course, in the social media space, you also have the likes of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat. How can Lyka compete with these more famous social media platforms?
So the biggest difference between us and those other social media platforms is that we actually compensate our users just for interacting with our app. A lot of these other platforms that you mentioned, people will only get compensated if they're very, very famous. But with Lyka, as soon as you sign up, you can start earning cash. And we essentially partner with our users so that we can monetize the data for them.
So everyone can be an influencer in Lyka. But your users
That's correct.
And merchants are making money. What about your end? What about Lyka? What is your revenue model? How are you making money for yourselves?
That's a great question. So, we're really disrupting social media by, instead of, having an ad-based model where we're making money from ads, we pass that money on to our users. The way that we're making money is through financial transactions. So within Lyka, there's also a digital wallet, and that will allow you to spend the money that you earn on Lyka. And, through those transactions is how we make our money.
Why did Lyka use the Philippines and Southeast Asia as its launch pad? It was created, it was born in the United States. Why didn't you use America as your takeoff point?
That's a great question. So we researched this quite a bit, actually. And, we realized that in Southeast Asia, specifically the Philippines, the average person makes about $500, $600 a month. So if we can help people in the Philippines, make $50 to $500 a month extra, that makes a big impact. And that's why we launched outside of Silicon Valley, is because really we can make a bigger impact than we could inside the United States.
Okay, Philippines has been your launch pad. Which other countries in Southeast Asia do you plan to launch next? Because this is such a huge marketplace as well, of more than 600 million people.
Yeah, that's a great question. So now that we've successfully proven the product works in the Philippines, we're going to be launching in Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Taiwan. And we're going to go after those markets. And then after that, we're going to really aggressively go after kind of India and Africa.
And Ryan, of course, when it comes to social media, a lot of question marks about data privacy. Are the information of users safe and private? Are you complying with privacy issue regulations when people put their names, their numbers, their occupation, their addresses on Lyka's information sheets?
That's a great question. Our users' privacy is our utmost priority. Users' data and information will be kept strictly confidential. Lyka will never put our users' security at risk. And in fact, the National Privacy Commission of the Philippines has been in communication with Lyka, and we've been working very closely with them to ensure compliance with the national privacy laws.
So no one can hack Lyka. So photos, videos, and personal information are safe.
They're all safe. That's correct.
Ryan, you launched Lyka during the pandemic. What role has it played during the health crisis, both in work and in daily life?
That's a great question. I think one of the biggest reasons that we were successful throughout the pandemic is that people were now able to order food or deliveries from their house. And, that made a big impact, especially for the businesses that needed that business.
And what new features can we expect from Lyka going forward?
That's a great question. So I'm happy to announce we just launched our Lyka Mall. So now people can sell products on Lyka, and they can also buy them with our Lyka gems. And we're also releasing a gaming feature so that people can come on to Lyka, play games, and actually even earn some money by doing that.
And briefly, why did you equate one Lyka gem to 1 Philippine peso?
So everywhere that we expand to, one Lyka gem will equal one value of the dollar. So we really just made one gem equal 1 peso so that it's very convenient for people.
Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word and for explaining the concept and the use of the social media platform Lyka. Ryan Baird, the Chief Executive Officer of Lyka, joining us live from Silicon Valley in California.